One of the things I've always admired about you, Dame, is that you always push entrepreneurship. You know, for the young people that's out there who are afraid to take that chance, what kind of motivational advice would you give them?
Well, first off, fear is an artificial emotion that's been implanted in us to stop us from chasing our dreams. Fear is a dream killer. I don't really see the purpose of it. So, if you believe in something, you should fight for it fearlessly and unapologetically. It should be something you love, not just because it makes money, because it makes you feel good. And your fight should mostly be not only for yourself, but for the people you love. You can't be a boss if you only love yourself. That's just not what a boss is. A boss's job is to make sure everyone else is all right, even before himself. So, but it's the ultimate freedom, which I would think is priceless. So, there's levels of freedom, right? Like, just because you're not behind metal bars doesn't mean you're completely free. If you're being told what to do and who you are and who to worship, when to work, when to party, when to see your kids, when to go on vacation, when to even celebrate God, that's a form of jail to me.
Right.
And also when you told your culture's number two, when you're really number one, to the extent that, like, even when it comes to religion, I just don't understand the name Jesus. It's a European interpretation of the name. The man's name, or woman, but the man's name was Joshua. But why do we have a European interpretation of, a situation that didn't happen in Europe? And I know when I go to Europe, they still call me Damien. They don't call me a different name. So, why is it that our oppressor could give us religion, tell us our God has a different name than he does, or her, and then we believe it? We even let our oppressor feed us. It makes no sense. I'm definitely not letting my oppressor tell me how to be educated, or tell me who to worship, or when to work, or what to celebrate. It just doesn't logically add up. See, if you're used to something happening, it don't mean it's right. And once you're aware that it is, and it's up to you to break that pattern. Just because you're used to being uncomfortable shouldn't mean you should stay uncomfortable. The only way to change is to do something different. The only way to make change is to actually change. So unless you're reacting to things different, unless you're approaching things different, unless you really love exactly where you are and who you are today, unless the next day you do everything different, or at least the things that, fundamentally are different, unless you're making yourself uncomfortable because you've never done it before, then you're not pushing yourself to be great. There will be no change. If you don't react different, and if you're still emotional or mad over the same stuff, if you still articulate things the same way, if you don't step up the way you prepare for the future, and at the end of the day, you have to be able to dream. Especially if it's like, tell me a selfish dream, not like dream about world hunger being cured or whatever. Dream about actually taking care of yourself so well that you can take care of other people without hurting yourself. Because to me, if you have to hurt yourself to help other people, it's an oxymoron.
If you want another amazing video with the one and only Dame Dash, check it out right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.